Hello friends, welcome to our channel. Today we see 12th Science Physics, Gravitation, MHDCD objectives with proper solution. So let's start today's video. The first objective is if a planet consists of a satellite whose mass and radius were both half that of the Earth, the acceleration due to gravity at its surface would be g on Earth's surface, given it is 9.8 meter per second square. So option A is 4.9 meter per second square. Option B is 8.9 meter per second square. Option C is 19.6 meter per second square and option D is 29.4 meter per second square. So let's see the solution of this objective. As we have to know that acceleration due to gravity on the surface of Earth, it is G is equals to Gm divided by the R square. So we have to get the formula, that is G proportional to the M divided by the R square. So according to the problem, we have to calculate the equation, that is M of P, that is mass of the planet, is equals to mass of the Earth divided by 2 and radius of the planet is equals to radius of the Earth divided by the 2. So putting this value in the equation, we have to get Gp divided by Ge is equals to first bracket Mp, that is mass of the planet, divided by mass of the Earth, into the another bracket radius of the Earth divided by the radius of the planet bracket square. We have to get, that is 1/2 into 2 square, that is simple calculation. We have to get the value, that is the 2. That means Gp divided by Ge, which is equals to 2. So we have to calculate acceleration due to gravity of the planet. That means Gp is equals to 2 times Ge. So putting the value in the equation, we have to get 2 into 9.8, that is simple calculation, that is 9.6 meter per second square. So option C is correct. Let's see next objective. The ratio of radius of the Earth to that of the Moon is 10. The ratio of acceleration due to gravity on the Earth and on the Moon is 6. The ratio of the escape velocity from the Earth's surface to that from the Moon is option A is 10, option B is 6, option C is nearly about 8 and option D is 1.66. So let's see the solution. That is VE divided by VM, which is equals to under root of GE divided by GM into the RE divided by the RM. So we have to calculate, that is equals to under root of 6 into the 10. Simple mathematics here, under root of 60, that is nearly about 8. So option C is correct. Let's see next objective. A body of mass 500 gram is thrown upward with a velocity 20 meter per second and reaches back to the surface of a planet after 20 seconds. Then the weight of the body on that planet is option A is 2 Newton, option B is 4 Newton, option C is 5 Newton and option D is 1 Newton. So let's see the solution. Here we have to given some quantities in the problem, that is initial velocity means u is equal to 20 meter per second, mass that means 500 gram, we have to convert it into the SI unit, that means 0.5 kilogram and time period is the 20 seconds. So we have already know that the second kinematic equation, that is S is equals to ut plus 1/2 g into the t square. So putting the values in the equation, we have to get 0 is equals to 20 into 20 plus 1/2 into the bracket minus g into the 20 square. So calculating simple mathematics, we have to get the values of the g, that is g is equals to 2 into 2 meter per second square. So we have to calculate the weight of the planet. That means formula is the m into the small g. That means 0.5 into 2. The value it is the 1 Newton. So option D is correct. Let's see next problem. The radius of the earth is 6400 kilometer and acceleration due to gravity means small g is equals to 10 meter per second square. In order that a body of 5 kg weighs 0 at the equator, the angular speed of the earth is. Option A is 1 by 80 radian per second. Option B is 1 by 400 radian per second. Option C is 1 by 800 radian per second. And option D is 1 by 1600 radian per second. So let's see the solution. For the condition of weightlessness at the equator, we have to know the formula, that is omega is equals to under root of g divided by the capital R. So putting the values in the equation, we have to get and simplifying omega is equals to under root of 1 divided by 640 into 10 raised to 3. Simple calculation is here, we have to get, that is 1 divided by 800 radian per second. So option C is correct. Let's see next problem, next objective. The distance of Neptune and Saturn from Sun are nearly 10 raised to 13 and 10 raised to 12 meter respectively. Assuming that they move in circular orbits, their periodic times will be in the ratio. Option A is under root of 10, option B is 100, option C is 10 into root of 10 and option D is 1 by root of the 10. So let's see the solution. According to the Kepler's third law of the planetary motion, we have to know that means T1 by T2 is equals to R1 by R2 raised to 3 by 2. So putting the values in the equation, that means 10 raised to 13 divided by 10 raised to 12 raised to 3 by 2. Here simple mathematics is here. We have to get the value, that is 1000 raised to the 1/2. Simply 10 root into 10. So option C is correct. Let's see the next problem. Earth E moves in an elliptical orbit with the Sun S at one of the foci as shown in the figure. Let's see its speed of motion will be maximum at the point. Option A is C, option B is capital A, option C is capital B and option D is capital D. So let's see the solution. We have to know that speed of the earth will be maximum when its distance from the sun is minimum, because we know that mvr is equals to constant. So answer it is the option B. That means here option A is the correct. Let's see next problem. If the mass of the earth is capital M, radius is the capital R and the gravitational constant is capital G, then work done to take 1 kilogram mass from the earth's surface to infinity will be. Option A is under root of Gm divided by 2R, option B is Gm divided by simple R, option C is under root of twice Gm divided by the R and option D is Gm divided by 2 into the R. So let's see the solution. Potential energy of the mass 1 kilogram mass which is placed at the earth's surface, that is minus Gm divided by the capital R. So here potential energy is infinite, that means is equals to 0. So work done is equals to change in the potential energy. We have to get the simple formula which is equals to simply positive Gm divided by the capital R. So here option B is correct. Let's see the next objective. A research satellite of mass 200 kilograms circles the earth in an orbit of average radius thrice r by 2, where capital R is the radius of the earth Assuming the gravitational pull on a mass of 1 kilogram on the Earth's surface to be 10 Newton, the pull on the satellites will be option A is 880 Newton, option B is 889 Newton, option C is 890 Newton and option D is 892 Newton. So let's see the solution. We have to know that the acceleration due to gravity at an height, that means at altitude, we have to get the formula, that is g dash is equals to g times into the bracket capital R divided by R plus h bracket square. So we have putting the given conditions in the problem, which is equals to small g times R divided by thrice R by 2 bracket square. So simple calculation is here. We have to get 4 by 9 into the small g. So here we have to calculate the pull on the satellite, that means the force in terms of the weight, which equals to W dash is equals to 4 by 9 into the mg. So putting the given values, we have to get 4 into 200 into 10 divided by the 9. Simple mathematics, simple calculation is here. We have to get the value, that is 889 Newton. So option B is correct. Let's see the next objective. A pendulum clock is set to give correct time at the sea level. This clock is moved to hill station at an altitude of 2500 meter above the sea level. In order to keep the correct time of the hill station, the length of the pendulum is option A is has to be reduced, option B is has to be increased, option C is needs no adjustment, and option D is needs no adjustment but its mass has to be increased. So let's see the solution. We have to know that the periodic time of the pendulum, which simply T is equals to 2 pi under root of L divided by the small g. So at the hill station, acceleration due to gravity g will decrease, so to keep the time period same, the length of simple pendulum or the length of pendulum has to be reduced. So here option A is correct. Let's see the next objective. A man inside an artificial satellite feels weightlessness because the force of attraction due to Earth is option A is 0 at that place, option B is balanced by the force of attraction due to the moon, option C is equal to the centripetal force, and option D is non-effective due to particular design of the satellite. So here basic principle of the physics, that is option C is correct, which means equals to centripetal force. So here friends, we see some different MHTCAT objectives with proper solutions. In next video, we see some other interesting MHTCAT objectives.
Hopefully you might have enjoyed the lecture. Then please do like the video and know your thoughts in comments. Please do share this video among your friends and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. After subscription, you can press the bell icon to never miss the notification regarding our new videos. Thank you so much.